Welcome to How to Rock Spirit's Sun Moon Alchemy series. This audio was compiled and recorded by Dustin Cormier, a Leo Ascendant Scorpio with Sagittarius Moon, born in the year of the Metal Ram. All the possible Western Sun and Moon sign combinations can be found and learned about here. This information is for educational purposes only. I do not own any of the following content. For more astrology lectures and my own Cosmic Consciousness audio lecture series, check out How to Rock Spirit's YouTube channel, where I rap about everything from philosophy and transpersonal psychology, to psychedelic spirituality, to tantric and occult mysticism, and even to Marx and Engels and the materialist sciences. See you there! Sun in an air sign. Basically motivated by intellectual concepts and social ideals. Recharges energy through social involvement and intellectual stimulation. Sun in Libra. Creative energy directed toward interpersonal relationships and initiating ideas. Needs to be recognized for impartiality, fairness, kindness, and ability to harmonize opposing energies. Radiates sociable, graceful, intellectual vitality and a refined sensitivity to beauty. Constant urge to create balance in one's relationships and lifestyle. Sense of individuality can be obliterated through overconcentration on pleasing others. The moon sign and its element. These notes are also still from Stephen Arroyo's Chart Interpretation Handbook. The element of the moon sign represents an attunement from the past that manifests automatically, a mode of feeling and being that one needs to be aware of in order to feel inwardly secure and at home with oneself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. This element and experiences related to it feed your need to feel right about yourself. By such modes of self-expression, you are satisfying a deep inner need that can give stability to your entire personality. The moon's element also shows how you react instinctively to all experiences, with what energy you spontaneously adjust yourself to the flow of life. Moon in fire signs. Reacts to changing experiences with direct action and enthusiasm. Feels comfortable when expressing confidence and strength. Moon in Aries. Reacts aggressively, impatiently, forcefully, directly, competitively. A need for self-assertion in order to feel emotionally secure and right about oneself. A confident, action-oriented sense of self focused on new experience. Responds to experience and environment with a single-pointed release of energy. Combative qualities can hinder attainment of security. The following information comes from Isabel Hickey's Astrology, a Cosmic Science. Copyright 1992 by Isabel M. Hickey Trust. Moon in Aries. Aggressive spirit, temper, quick reactions, spontaneous, direct, inclined to impulsive and quick temper. Feelings are keen and intense at the moment. Courage, but foolhardiness. Hides a sense of insecurity behind an independence and an aggressive exterior. Poor judgment. Jumps into action from feelings rather than from reason. Makes friends quickly, but often finds it difficult to keep them because of emotional instability. In a male chart, attracts a dominating woman as a partner. Sun-Moon Alchemy, the elemental combinations of the sun sign and the moon sign. The following information comes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Copyright Charles and Susie Harvey, 1994, again in 2003. First published by Aquarian, 1994. Each sun-moon type is a combination of elements. In the following descriptions of the element combinations, please remember that the pairing can be either way around. For example, a fire-earth combination refers equally to sun-fire, moon-earth, as it does to sun-earth, moon-fire. There will be subtle differences, but the dynamic is generally the same. The fire-air type is a real live wire, full of exciting ideas and able to communicate them with tremendous zeal, which impresses and persuades everyone around them. If taken to the extreme, this makes this individual full of bluster and bombast, long-winded and prone to be carried away by his own rhetoric and eloquence. Others may also be carried away, as he tends to have lots of joie de vivre, cleverness, and charisma. Noel Coward, Sun in Sagittarius, Moon in Gemini, expresses the wit and impatience of this combination well. I write at high speed because boredom is bad for my health. Indeed, boredom is something this type usually shuns and can avoid because they think and live at such a fast pace. If the sun is in air and the moon is in fire, the effect is rather like that of a hot air balloon, a beautiful way to travel that takes you way up into the giddy heights. So likewise, this type tends to be a utopian idealist, seeing ever more distant sunny shores to which the human race may travel, loftier vistas and wider horizons. Alternatively, if this type gets on a high horse, they can be very moralistic, quote-unquote knowing exactly what is good for us. Shadow side. This type is a potential visionary, but visionaries need earthiness in order to bring ideas to fruition. The fire-air individual can be impractical and may exhaust himself with his intense sociability and the generation of stimulating ideas and new risks. If he remains in the realm of impersonal possibilities, he becomes cut off from body and the more mundane but essential needs of human life. And without emotional vulnerability, they miss out on real intimacy. Relationships. Fire-air types are so mentally active and gregarious, so keen to understand and to share their understanding, that they rarely play the role of the loner in the crowd. Their interests drive them on, and when they get to their destination, they meet and strike up conversations and relationships with other interesting mavericks. In a relationship, they need intellectual rapport and plenty of freedom to pursue their own interests. They may often be out of touch with their feelings and emotional needs, and an earth-water type can help remind them that they are, in fact, human. There is a kind of restlessness, eternal youthfulness about the fire-air type. They may often be out of touch with their feelings and emotional needs, and an earth-water type can help remind them that they are, in fact, human, earth and water being the opposite of air and fire. There's a kind of restless, eternal youthfulness about the fire-air type, which is very appealing, but without the challenges of serious relationship, they can remain somewhat emotionally immature and superficial. Male versus female. The extroverted, enthusiastic, and argumentative qualities of this type are applauded in males, whilst females of this type tend to be seen as masculine and intimidating. Female fire-air types tend not to settle for traditional roles that limit their potential and are therefore often at the cutting edge of social change. Both males and females of this type lead pacey lives to some extent, and can often live by their wits and land themselves at opportunity's doorstep with the greatest of ease. The following observations about your Sun-Moon combination are drawn from insights gained from astrologer Jefferson Anderson's book, Sun Sign, Moon Sign, an observation of many different individuals. The writing itself comes from Mantak Chia and William U. Wei's Cosmic Astrology. Copyright 2012 by North Star Trust, published by Destiny Books. Sun in Libra, Moon in Aries, the agitator. You love to play the devil's advocate and take the differing side in any conversation. If the discussion becomes slow, you will come up with some outrageous and contentious statement. Tomfoolery is your hobby. Some of that restive disquiet can be handled through self-discipline, which counteracts it. Centering your enthusiasm on a destination or interest is vital. Rather than wasting your vigor and talents in numerous directions, try focusing your activities and concentrating on one thing at a time. Disproportionate reliance on fantasy is one of the risks you face. You may appear to be the mild, passive, and laid-back Libran, but deep inside burns the scorching spirit of an Aries. All the exhilaration and motion immediately tells people that you are there. You find it hard just sitting quietly, and there is no time for silent meditation or relaxation. Nevertheless, like all Libras, you want peace of mind and emotional equilibrium. Your constant craving for originality upsets your Libra scales and brings about tension. You are fidgety and autonomous. Your unvarying enemy is boredom. Things never seem as lively as you would like them, so you dream of worlds full of adventure and romance. Fantasy is good for you, but to an extreme it can be very hazardous. You will be in better shape if you keep your attention fixed on future ends instead of dwelling on passing upsets or defeats of the moment. Your sparkling vigor, used correctly, can also take you to wonderful heights, but Libra Arians have to deal with anxiety. You are a little self-absorbed, but you also have a very romantic character. The Libra Aries must have as many distractions as possible to battle that inclination to withdraw into illusion. Your two signs are so opposite in nature that you may find yourself the victim of repeated mood swings. Your Aries inner being is unruly and just plain bothersome. However, as with all Libras, you believe in peacekeeping and benevolence. The result is alternating between shyness and assertiveness, as well as ecstasy and despair, cheerfulness and anguish. You should attempt to keep away from overly anxious situations that bring about these mood changes. It is imperative that you give your Libra side a chance too, by taking time out for meditation and contemplation, even though you may secretly flourish with stimulation and tension. Be careful also about morose self-pity. Notes from Charles and Susie Harvey's Sun Sign Moon Sign. Sun in Libra, Moon in Aries. Your greatest strengths. Your combined personal strength and diplomacy which wins people over. Your desire for justice and commitment to defending the underdog. Quick mind and persuasive use of argument. Strong aesthetic sense. Daring spirit and courage in trying new things. Ability to bring warmth and adventure to all your relationships. Your greatest weaknesses. Difficulty in reconciling your need for independence as well as dependence on others. Awkward stubbornness when you have reached your limit. Tendency to sabotage your chances for harmony, which you badly need due to your strong competitiveness. Inclination to make rash judgments when you think you are being astute. Image for integration. A little girl and a little boy barter whilst playing on a seesaw. She wants his toy gun. He wants her cream cake. They decide to share.